Hello yogis, my name is Debbie Lash and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already and remember to click the bell and it will alert you every time I post a new class. Today's practice, 60 minutes, 1 hour, and we are going to open our hearts. And you know, the heart is more than the heart. It's our shoulders, it's our arms, it's our hands, it's everything that we come in contact with once we open the heart comes from this beautiful place of love and connection. Today's practice, you are going to need a strap or a belt. A yoga strap would be great, but if you don't have one, you could grab a belt from your room so you can pause the video and go off and get that. And ideally 2 blocks. Again, if you don't have 2 blocks, it doesn't really matter. You could use a couple of books or whatever you've got, or not use them at all and just kind of keep more of a bent leg if you need to get the hands to the floor. So, shall we get started? I invite you to come down and sit on your knees in Virasana. And actually, let's just start. So if you do have a yoga strap or even actually a belt would be better, because then you can create this loop. So we thread it through and then we thread it back through the middle. And you could do this with a belt and you just have this lovely little lasso here. And then we're just going to place this down for a moment. I invite you to gently close your eyes down and let the practice from the inside out commence. Just taking this opportunity to check in with yourself, connecting to where you are emotionally, physically, and energetically. Spread your toes, press down through the tops of the feet, anchoring down through the shins. And your inner ankles are slightly hugging inner thighs, hugging, and there's a connection to your pelvic floor. And we do this by drawing the sit bones in towards each other, not squeezing a muscle, but drawing the sit bones in. And you'll notice when you draw in, you're going to slightly feel your pelvis lift up. And this is activating Muli Bandha. If you don't know what that is, don't worry about it. But it's an energy lock in the pelvic floor. There's a slight lifting of your navel up towards your tummy button. And just roll the shoulders down and away from the ears and lift up through the crown of the head so you can just grow a little taller. Shift the shoulders back over the hips. And you can even visualize leaning into a wall here, just feeling connected, anchored, and stable. Connecting to the breath, inhaling for 4 counts. Pause and hold the breath in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the lips closed, exhale for 4. Hold the breath out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 4. Pause and hold the breath in for 4. Exhaling 4. Holding the breath out for 4. Just take one more round on your own, creating a square. Inhaling 4. Holding the breath in for 4. Exhaling for 4. Holding the breath out for 4. Bring hands at prayer. If you would like to bring an intention to this practice, maybe something that you would like to receive, more love, creating more connection, starting with yourself. And inhale, gently open the eyes. And lift the gaze. Hello, yogis. Okay, we're going to start with some shoulder flossing. So grab your strap or your belt. You could even double it over here. Just stops it hitting the ground. And I like to start shoulder distance. Thumb, straps between the thumb and the forefingers. Inhale, lift up. Spread and widen, and exhaling all the way down. Inhaling, lifting up. Just notice your range of movement. Exhale, lower. And 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. And last one. Inhale, lift. And you're just going to pause where it feels a little sticky and just hold it here. Inhaling for 4. Hold the breath in for 4, snuggling your bottom ribs down. Exhale for 4. Hold the breath out for 4. Dropping the right hand down, lift the left arm up. Stretching the breath into the left side of the body. And coming up. And to the other side. Anchoring down through the tops of the feet. Squeezing the inner thighs. You may even want to rotate your chin towards the right armpit. And we're going to bring in a nice circular movement. We're going to come forward. And lift up. And go round. And lift up. That's it. Just flexing and rounding the spine. Good, and then the other way, reverse it. And one more. And pause here. Good, just place the strap at the top of the mat. You're going to need that a little later. And inhale, take both arms wide. Crossing the right arm over the left. And just a beautiful self-love hug here. And then round. You might want to stand up on your knees. You can pedal through the feet here. And just pulling your shoulder blades apart. And one more cycle of breath. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, tuck the toes under. Exhale, release. Good. And inhale, arms wide. Left arm over right. Inhale, lift. And exhale here. Just shift the shoulders over the hips, stretching your toes, working into the arches of the feet. 3 more cycles of breath. And last one. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, release. Come and stand at the top of the mat. And blocks to the side. And unraveling yourself. We're going to move through a different kind of variation of Surya Namaskara A. So just listen carefully, go with it. There's going to be a lot of back bending and opening the chest. So inhale, both arms up, breathing in, lift up, look up. Squeeze the thighs and exhale, forward fold and bow. Inhale, heart lengthens. Step back into plank. And we'll just hold plank here, 5 cycles of breath. Look to the top edge of your mat, lift your hip bones up towards the bottom ribs, and a nice little gripping through the fingertips. Inner thighs are lifting up towards the ceiling. And exhale, drop the knees to the floor, forearm plank. And And inhale here. Lower all the way down for Sphinx pose. Point the toes, press through the tops of the feet, lengthen the chest forward. Breathing in through the nose, exhaling through the nose. One more cycle of breath. Inhale. Lower down for low cobra, Bhujang Asana. Exhale. Point through the toes. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Exhaling here. 2 more cycles of breath. And inhale, come up onto the knees. And puppy dog pose. Come down onto the forearms. Some of you will have a head on a block. Some of you will just rest the forehead down. Knees are stacked under the hips. Your chest is just softening down. And inhale, lift back up. Downward facing dog. Exhale. That's it. 3 cycles of breath. And inhale, lift the heels. As you look forward, exhale and step to the top. Hands on the shins or high fingertips. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Forward fold and bow, exhale. Pressing down, inhale, sweeping both arms up. Exhale, hands at prayer. Good, and again, inhale, both arms up. Forward fold and bow, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Step back into plank. Shift the shoulders forward. Lower down onto forearm plank. Inhale here, lengthen the chest forward. And exhale, drop all the way down, Sphinx pose. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades into the spine and draw them down the back. Exhale, lower down. Bhujang Asana. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lifting up and back. Puppy dog pose. Exhale. 3 cycles of breath here. Allow the chest to be heavy, crown lengthening away from the tailbone. 1 more cycle of breath. And Ardha Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. 3 cycles of breath here. Keep pressing the thighs back, heels down, ears in line with biceps. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Step walk or hop to the top. Heart lengthens forward. Inhale. Forward fold and bow. Exhale. Chair pose. Utkatasana. Bend the knees. Rest your ribs on the thighs. And pause here. Inhaling, just lengthening, lifting up. Shift the weight into the heels. Maybe some of you can bring the hands to prayer, or imagine you're holding a block. It's a nice deep arch in the back. And stand all the way up. Samastahi. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Uttanasana, forward fold and bow. Heart lengthens forward. Step or jump back. Inhale. Glide forward. Exhale, lower down on the forearms. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Lower down. Inhale, Sphinx. Exhale, lower. Inhale, Bhujang Asana. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Put a bend into the knee, open up the hip. Keep rolling the right ribs down. That's it, you're just opening up the hip. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, step the right foot through. Pause here, slide your left foot back. Walk the right foot over to the right. Inhale, both arms up. Exhaling here. 5 cycles of breath. Anjaneyasana. Inhaling here. And exhale, both hands to the floor. Step your right knee back. Inhale, right hand down, left arm up. Exhale, rotate and thread the left hand arm through. And you could stay here with the right hand next to the face, or inhale, top arm up, and then bring the hand up and over. 5 lovely long cycles of breath. Last one here. And bringing the right hand alongside the face. Inhale, floating the left arm up. Exhale. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale here. Step the feet together, float the left leg. Inhale. Draw the knee into the chest. Exhale, round. Step the left foot through. Float the right foot back. And inhale, both arms up. Some of you might want to go a little deeper here, just lifting the arms up and back, drawing the shoulder blades down the spine as you lift the chest up. One more cycle, inhale, and hands to the floor. Exhaling here. Bring the left knee back, left hand down, right arm up, breathe in. Exhale, thread it through. Pausing here, some of us will stay here. Inhale, left arm up, and then arm up and over. Then pull your left hip back. 3 more cycles of breath. And inhale, top arm up. Bring the hand alongside the face. Right arm up, inhale. Both hands to the floor. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the nose. Pressing the thighs back, heels down. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Step, walk or hop. Half lift, inhale. Forward fold and bow, exhale. Chair pose, Utkatasana, bend the knees, drop the hips. Standing all the way up, Samastahi. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Uttanasana, forward fold. Heart lengthens forward, inhale. If you're jumping back, jump back onto bent elbows into Ardha Chaturanga. Up dog. Up and back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, floating the right leg straight back. Draw the knee into the chest and hold. 5 cycles of breath. Stepping the right foot through. Pausing here. If you need to, you can keep the back knee down like we did the first time. Otherwise, a little bend in the back knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sink deep into the front thigh as you straighten the back leg. Lifting up, squeezing the biceps to the ears. One more cycle of breath. And exhale, both hands to the floor. Place the back knee down. Step back. Inhale. Right hand down, left arm up, and then we're going to thread it through. I'm just going to turn around so you can see me. Thread it through. From here, step your right foot out to the side. Inhale, top arm up. Rotate the top palm back and grab your opposite hip. Or you can have the hand on the sacrum. That's it. And then press the right hip back. One more cycle of breath wherever you are. And inhale, top arm up. Hand down, draw the foot back in. And downward facing dog. Just going to turn around again so you can see me. One more cycle of breath. Inhale, floating the left leg back. Step the left foot through. Exhale here. Bend the right knee. Inhale, both arms up. Lift up. Start to straighten the back leg. 5 cycles of breath. Make sure the front knee is stacked over the ankle. Press through the back foot to lift and puff the chest up. Exhale, both hands down. Step back, drop the knees to the floor. Press down through the left hand, right arm up. And exhale, thread it through. Pausing here. Walk the knees back. Inhale, top arm up. Rotate the palm back. Exhale, reach for the opposite hip. As you step the left foot out. Some of you might be able to grab the big toe or the outside of the foot. Don't worry if you can't. But we want to straighten that left leg and then pull the left hip back so you find space in your waist. That's it. 3 more cycles of breath. Last one here. Inhale, left arm up. Left hand alongside the face, knees together. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, both hands on the floor. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 cycles of breath here, just staying a little longer. Down dog could turn to child's pose. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees. Step, walk or float. Heart lengthens forward. Inhale. Forward fold and bow. Exhale. Stay here in the forward fold. That's it. Just stay where you are. Drop the head. Buddha bend into your left knee. That's it. And then drop your shoulder on and under. Some of you will be able to bring your hand onto the hip. And some of you can bind, and if you can't quite reach, grab your belt or your strap, and we're here. 5 cycles of breath, wherever you are. Just opening the shoulders was accessing the back of the heart, the front of the heart, the 2 sides, top and bottom. And release. Other side, put a bend into your left knee, drop the left shoulder under, and up and over. You can start pressing the left thigh back any amount. And inhale here. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Unraveling the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll the shoulders down. I'm just turning around here. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Lift up onto the heels and then lower, bringing your ribs onto your thighs. Exhale here. Some of us are going to stay here in this lovely Bakasana prep. You're hugging the thighs to the chest, lifting your kneecaps up. Some of us who would love to take the arm balance, hands to the floor, shift the shoulders forward beyond the wrist and lifting up. Roll the shoulders down, lengthen through the crown. There's space on both sides of the neck. Some of you are going to step into downward facing dog. Others might jump back on the exhalation. Inhale, lift up and back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pressing down through the left foot. Inhale, float the right leg straight back. Put a bend into the knee, open up the hip. Keep rolling the right ribs down. And 2 more cycles of breath. Work the left thigh, left heel down. Straighten the leg. And draw the knee into the chest. Exhale, hold. 5 cycles of breath. In the exhale, step it through. Warrior 2. Drop the back heel and windmill the left arm back. Exhale, roll the shoulders down. Guide your right knee to the right, look to the back hand, and then sink generously into the front thigh. That's it. From here, a little deeper. Parsvakonasana. Hinge forward, dropping the right hand on the inside, left arm up. Option 1, just stay here, working the back of the arm into the knee. Option 2, rotate the palm, reach for the opposite hip. And option 3, full bind. Remember, the binding isn't the end all and be all, it's just really allowing you to go deeper if your body is there today. Don't worry if it's not. Just come back to the T shape in the arms. 1 more cycle of breath. Bound Trikonasana, straighten. Whoopsie, wasn't planning on doing that. Straighten the front leg and spin the chest up. Don't worry if the front leg doesn't fully straighten. Remember, you've got the strap there if you need it. Good, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Keep pressing the head back and you're hugging your tailbone back towards your left back foot. And release. Good. Inhaling here. Exhaling here. That's it. Both hands on the inside. And walking your right foot around to the right, center the left hand. The back heel drops down. My back is towards you. And some of us are staying here for a modified side plank. Others are lifting up. And then to Wild Thing. Back foot drops behind. Arm up and over. And inhale, glide forward into plank. Exhale, lower halfway down. Roll over toes, draw the collarbones wide. Up and back. Downward facing dog. Remember, take a break when you need to. Pressing the right heel down, float the left leg straight back. Bend the knee, open the hip. Notice how the left side of the body wants to open. I want you to roll the left ribs down as you float and press the right thigh back and the right heel down. Inhale, glide forward, knee into chest. 5 cycles of breath. I'm just going to turn around so I don't have my back towards you. I do wolf for one part of the pose, but it's fine. Step the left foot through. Back heel down. You're lining up on this heel to arch. And sink deep into the front thigh. How are we doing, yogis? That's it. Expand the chest. Roll the shoulders down. Draw the shoulder blades down the spine and work the back leg. Sink deeper. We're hinging forward as we're pulling the hip back. Left hand on the inside, top arm up. Some of us are going to stay here. You're going to know what feels good in your body, so just stay with that. Others are rotating the top palm back, coming for this half bind. And others, the full bind feels really good. Now lift the chest, rotate it. Oh, big crack in my shoulder there. Don't know if you heard that. And 3 more cycles of breath. Work the back leg. Press heavily through the heels so you can lengthen the chest and rotate. And release the bind. Good. Walk the left foot to the left. And then we're going to drop the back heel the other way as we walk the left foot all the way to the left. Some of us are staying here in this modified side plank, and others, it's like you're picking your knee up, pressing down. You could even hold your knee here, lifting up. And when you're ready, take the foot behind you, up and over. And vinyasa, or straight to downward facing dog. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. And inhale, come forward into plank. Forearm plank, exhale, lower. Good, inhale, lengthen, lower all the way down. Pausing here. Point through the toes. As you exhale, bend the right knee. Windmill the arm back and press the heel into the buttocks. Some of you are going to spin your fingers forward, keep squeezing the thighs together. You could stay here. You could walk your hand out. You could be on a cupcake finger, or you could be here. Ekapada Dhanurasana. Pressing down to lift up. 2 more cycles of breath. Exhale, lower. Good, change sides. Come through Sphinx pose. Windmill the left hand back. Bend the knee. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, reach forward. Option 3, hand, imagine it's firming into an imaginary block for 3 more cycles of breath. Exhale, lower down. Good, come up and back. Downward facing dog. Staying right here. You stay where you are. And I'm just going to turn around. From downward facing dog, step, walk or hop to the top of your mat. That's it. Bring your blocks. If you haven't got blocks, high fingertips, you could be here. It's better to have your shoulders in line with your hips, and that's why we use the blocks. Pressing down through your left foot and float the right leg straight back. Good. Pause here. Bend the knee. That's it. And now reach the left arm forward. Lengthen the chest. And change sides. That's it. I know it's a little uncomfortable. I know. Doing it with you. And left leg raises. Inhale, lengthen the chest. Keep the left hand down. Reach the right arm forward. Look forward. Lift the chest. Play with pointing or flexing the foot. Notice which feels better. Exhale, both feet together. Inhale here. Bend the knees. Relax. Grab your elbows. 5 cycles of breath. And release the hands. And rolling yourself all the way up. Good. Step your feet together. Dancer pose. You're going to bring the strap into the foot into the strap. So we've got the lasso here. I like it bigger because I need more space in my shoulders to be able to hold onto the strap. Some of you will be up here, but I ideally would like you to have the lasso bigger so that you can grab it right at the top here. So bring the right foot into the strap. You might need to support yourself at a wall if this is new to you. Good, and pause here. From here, we're going to lift the elbow all the way up. Some of us are going to stay here, squeezing the knees together. Others are going to hinge forward. Very similar shape, what you just made. Remember you had the hand on the block. Maybe you want to take your hand back to the block. And lower down. Okay. And other side. Bring the strap over your left shoulder. And then bring your left foot into the strap. Pausing here. Grab the strap at the top of the lasso, ideally. Okay. We lift, 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 and then the elbow comes around and then up. If the lasso is too small, it might be too tight. Squeeze here. Right arm up, and then lift, 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 hinging forward. 5 cycles of breath. Come down. Beautiful. So nice, yogis. Inhale, lift both arms up. Exhale, forward fold and bow. Inhale, half lift. And step the left foot back. Single pigeon. Pausing here. Once again, we're going to bring the strap. Actually, we're just going to roll. I should have done this before. Going to bring the strap around the back of your right foot. Sorry, the back of your left foot. The right foot is forward. Okay, I've got the heel, normally in single pigeon, the foot is up and like more in a, making the shape of a number 7. But to make it a little bit more accessible, bring the heel back towards your hip. Some of you might even place a block underneath this buttock to stop you rolling over. Okay, it's the same action. Lift, lift, lift. That's it. Inhale, lift up. Bring the elbow around the outside. Maybe you can bring both hands to the block. And if you're sitting with the block underneath your hip, then it just allows you to stabilize here. and release. Good. Just take the block out if you're sitting on one and bring your left leg forward. Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, lift the ribs, and then a delicious hinging forward. I often like to bring the outside of my hand on the outside and then reach the left arm back. One more cycle of breath. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa, or step into downward facing dog. Roll over, toes up dog. Up and back, downward facing dog. And then coming into the other side, single pigeon. Left foot forward. Oh, I did it again. There we go. Just put the strap around the right foot, bringing it over your right shoulder. And then press through the back foot, lift the chest. Before I had a block here, and I'll just do it to demonstrate. Some of you won't need it, but it does make it a lot more stable when we're grabbing the back foot. Remember the elbow around the outside, and then we're here. And release. Remove the block. Roll onto the left buttock. And bring the right leg out. Janu Shirshasana. Inhale, lift the ribs. Rotate, bringing the left hand on the outside. And then reaching the right arm back. And inhale, lift up. And exhale, both feet together. From here, slide your sit bones up towards your heels and hug it in. That's it. This is a variation of Navasana, a boat pose. At any point you can put both feet on the floor. Some of you are staying here. Some of you are reaching the hands forward. From here, hands on the thighs, draw the knees towards the chest. Or all the way up, balancing on the back of the sit bones. Feet on the floor. Inhale, lower. Exhale here. Inhale, lower. Exhale here. Inhale, lower. Shoulder blades are still off the floor. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lower all the way down. And exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower a third. Exhale here. Inhale, lower another third. Exhale here. Inhale, arms up and over. Exhale, lifting all the way up. Last round, inhale, lower a third. Exhale here. Inhale, lower another third. Exhale here. Inhale, arms up and over. Bridge pose, robot arms. Exhale, walk the feet back. Take a moment to pause. Actually, just take your feet wide and let your knees drop in just for a moment. Just releasing the lower back. Press your back ribs into the floor. And walk the feet back in. Pressing down through the feet, down through the back of the arms. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, roll the shoulders under. Pressing down, inhale, lifting up. 5 lovely long cycles of breath. Draw the sit bones in. Exhaling, lowering down. Some of you might want to take a block and bring it underneath your sacrum on any level and take a supported back bend, a supported bridge pose. Others might take another round of bridge pose. You choose, okay? Otherwise, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Arms up. Circle the wrists. Good. Flex the hands. Spread the fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Bend the elbows. Pausing here. I just need to lick my hands because my mat is a little slippery sometimes. Now hug the elbows in as you press the back ribs down. Inhale. Lift the hips. Exhale here. Inhale, come to the crown. Exhale here. And inhaling, lifting all the way up. Head is heavy. Neck is long. Looking down. Lift the chin to the chest. Lower all the way down. Good. Circle the wrists. Feeling that lovely deep buoyancy. Opening your chest, expanding the heart. And the muscles in between your ribs, these are your intercostals, and these make up 25% of your respiratory system. So we want to strengthen them. We're taking one more round of Urdhva Dhanurasana. Make it restorative. If you feel fatigue or you don't want to do it or whatever comes up, just listen to your body. You know the right answer. Squeeze the elbows in. Inhale, lift the hips. Always remember to exhale here. Inhale, lift to the crown. And I always like to reset slightly, turning my hands out. Hugging the elbows in. 5 cycles of breath if you can. Lift the head. Lower all the way down. Circle the wrists. And the other way. Good. Let's take a twist. Knees over the hips. Drop both knees over to the left. Pausing here. Option 1, just stay right here, either looking straight up or looking back to the right. Option 2, extend the left top leg, the right leg straight. Grab the outside of the foot. Inhale, lift the right shoulder, connect with the bottom foot, and press it back. A beautiful pretzel twist. Maybe you can't catch this top foot, don't worry. Just the leg could be straight, they can be bent. You just play with it. And release. Good. Cactus arms. And then to the other side, just shuffle the hips. Inhale, knees over the hips. Exhale, you lift the sit bones up. Some of us are staying here. Others are extending the left leg straight, catch the foot. Exhaling here. Inhale, lift the bottom shoulder. Pick up the bottom foot and press it back. 5 cycles of breath. One more cycle of breath wherever you are. And release. Good, come back through center. And both feet on the floor. Our inversion today, option 1, you have the block, you can bring it on level 1 or level 2 and take both legs up. Otherwise, you can lift up into a shoulder stand and come all the way up. And plow pose, halasana, pausing here. You can move the block out the way and be here. Never turn your head to the left or to the right, just looking straight up between the legs. And if you're in a plow pose, grab the edges of the mat, lowering all the way down. And exhale here. Pressing down, lifting yourself up. And bring the feet together. Grab your block, place the block, it could be on any level, it could be 2 blocks stacked if you needed to. You've got 2 blocks and you're here. And then you just work with it. Maybe the breath will bring you down. Reach the hands forward. Keep the arms active by cupcake fingers, hugging the belly, sealing the sit bones in towards each other. Take 5 more cycles of breath. You can even remove the block. And just allow yourself to get heavy. And inhale, lift yourself up. Beautiful. Come and sit cross-legged. And we're going to just finish with some alternate nostril breathing. So keeping the left hand down, right hand up alongside the face. Peace fingers bend down to the palm. Thumb over right, ring finger left. Inhale through both nostrils. Close off the right nostril, exhale through the left. Inhale left. Close off the left nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Pause and switch, exhale left. Inhale left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. Inhale left. Pause and switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. 3 more rounds, inhaling left. Pause and switch, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. And you can either stay here using the fingers or just visualize inhaling through the left. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. Last round. Close off the left, exhale right. Inhale right. Close off the right, exhale left. And just pausing here. Change the cross of your legs if you haven't already. Just watch your energy settling. Feel the subtle effects of the breath work. And keeping this inward turn, we're going to make our way into our final resting pose. Shavasana. So feet as wide as the mat, shoulder blades slightly hugging in, palms facing up. And take a deep breath in through the nose. Lion's breath, open the mouth, stick out the tongue. Shavasana. So all the energy that you have just cultivated, this is where it resonates into every cell of your body. So just receive your practice, find stillness, heaviness, and let go. Please feel free to stay right here. You can just close the screen down and just really give yourself this luxury of taking time to pause. Otherwise, subtle movement of fingers and toes coming back into the beautiful body. Lifting your arms up and over the head as you breathe in. And exhale here. And just take a final deep stretch into every cell. Inhaling through the nose. Lion's breath, exhale. Draw the knees into the chest. Give yourself a well-deserved hug. You're amazing. You made it. Hopefully you're still here. Let me know what you thought of the class in the comments below. Hopefully you feel fantastic. And when you're ready, just roll to the side, taking a moment to pause. And pressing down and lifting yourself all the way back up. And sealing in this practice, hands to prayer and just bowing the chin to the heart as a reminder of this connection to our heart space, and reminding that ourselves that our hands and our arms are an extension of our big, beautiful heart. So everyone that we come in contact with, and the food that we make, and the people we hug and touch, are all coming from a place of love and connection. Draw the prayer to third eye. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Namaste. Thank you, sweet yogis. You can find me on Debbie Lash Yoga on Instagram. Follow me there and I'll follow you back. I have got a retreat coming up in Marrakesh, 14th to the 18th of October. If that's of interest, you can leave me a message in the comments below, or you can send me a message on Instagram. DM me. All right, take care. See you soon.